Strategically located at the crossroads between Death Valley and Yosemite is the town of Bishop, and that's where we're going today. We're about to see some of the most stunning alpine landscapes the Sierra Nevada has to offer. We'll eat at the local eateries and drink at the local breweries as we continue driving the Eastern Sierra Scenic Byway, US 395. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah. The farther north we travel on the 395, the more stunning the landscape becomes. We're here in mid-July and it is pretty hot down here in Owens Valley, so I'm really looking forward to hitting some higher ground. A couple of days ago, coincidentally at VidCon, I met someone from the Bishop Area Visitors Bureau, and she invited me to visit the town. And they're hooking me up. They got me an RV site at the fairgrounds and lots of information. It looks like a lovely town. It has that touristy town look without being overly tourist-trappy, if you know what I mean. Just enough shops and restaurants. Its main attraction is the nature surrounding it, hence its motto, small town with a big backyard. Here, let's stop by the visitor center real quick. Which, by the way, they do have RV parking. Just up by the Visitor Center, Chamber of Commerce. Very nice, as they usually are. And they recommended some places to visit here in the Bishop area. There's a famous bakery, there's a good brewery, and lots of nature to see, so it's gonna be good. The Dutch European-looking building here is Eric Schatz, the bakery I was talking about. Here we are, our home for the night, the Tri-County Fairgrounds, and they do have a full hookups RV park. Alright, let's go eat! Let's have lunch here at the bakery. Not very busy right now, but it is kind of late for lunch. It is almost 4 p.m. Their breads are actually supposed to be really good, and they have pastries and all kinds of good stuff. Well, the sandwich bar was closed. They closed at 3:30. I guess it's only lunch. So I got a to-go sandwich, and I'm gonna eat it at Minitini, and then we'll go explore. By the way, really good sandwich. Hit the right spot for sure. It is quite a beautiful drive, going up to the mountains through Bishop Creek Canyon. Here's Fort Jeffrey, one of the campgrounds. Check it out, a waterfall. Have I ever told you how much I love the mountains? Riding my RV. This here to the left, Parcher's Resort, and to the right, South Fork Bishop Creek. Let's take a break. My RV. Nice picnic area here. Check out those pics here in mid-July. Here we are. This is called South Lake. Let's go for a walk. Well, I brought some of this stuff and it looks like I'm gonna need it. Let's go for a little hike. I'm not a big fan of using bug repellent, but in this case I'm afraid it might be necessary. It's beautiful out here. I am obviously not going to do the whole Bishop Pass trail. We'll do a segment. It's absolutely gorgeous out there. Okay, here's the plan. I'm either gonna do 1 mile or 1 hour, whichever comes first. What do you think, huh? Amazing. And by the way, the temperature, very nice.
It was almost 100 degrees at the valley. Here it's probably mid-70s.
This first part of the trail, mostly uphill but not too strenuous.
I guess I could have brought the banana boat. You know, there'd be a yellow speckle in this big lake.
In case you don't know, the banana boat is what I call my yellow inflatable kayak.
You've seen the banana boat, right? Now that I think of it, maybe I should have had only half of that sandwich. But it was so good.
The views. Ooh, the views. I had no idea.
Here it was, just a little creek going down to the lake. Let me tell you, it must be the high altitude, but I'm feeling it. By the way, lots of bugs, but I guess that expired bug repellent still works.
It keeps getting better and better.
Well, how cool the trail is a creek. Let me tell you something. If this thing was just a little bit deeper, I would jump right in.
Here the trail goes a little bit away from the lake.
I've hit the half-mile mark, more or less the half-hour mark. But I don't really know how much longer. I want to keep going. Ooh, the bugs. The flowers are blooming. Fork on the road. If I recall correctly, the shorter trail was Treasure Lakes, so that's the one that I wanted to do. I love the mountains.
By the way, there is no cell phone signal up here, but I have a quick tip. If you still want to be able to use your GPS and your maps on your phone, look for the offline maps option and just download a map of the area beforehand. That's what I do before coming into one of these remote places. It is just gorgeous up here.
Alright, I'm heading back.
Lots of bugs.
We are crossing the river, the creek. Look at that. What a place, huh? Oh, by the way, this trail seems to be pet friendly. I see many people with dogs of all sizes. Although they do tell you in all the signs, in no uncertain terms, there are bears all around. That's one of the reasons why I'm talking to myself here, or to my GoPro, because they say that when you make noise, it deters the bears from. Is that true? I hear voices. There's still people down there.
Let me tell you, I've been pleasantly surprised by this whole area. I was expecting pretty mountains, but nothing like this. Before we continue, I want to thank Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this episode. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and let's say you are at the campground and you have to connect to that insecure Wi-Fi network. Well, tell you what, somebody, a bad actor, could be eavesdropping on your connection. They could steal your password, hack your computer. And what VPN does, it's an app and it creates an encrypted connection between your computer and the internet. So your connection is private and secure. There are other perks, of course. You can change your location virtually. Let's say you're in Canada and you want to stream a movie or a TV show that is only available in the United States. No problem.
You just change your location to the United States and that's it. Same if you are here in the United States like I am and you want to watch the BBC. You say, oh, I'm in London, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Virtually changing your location. Comes really, really handy sometimes. And if you're in a country where the internet is censored, like China, for example, you can access Facebook, YouTube, all the good stuff. In any case, I have a special code for you guys. All you have to do is go to surfshark.deals/myrv. Don't worry, I'll put a link in the description. And then you enter promo code MYRV to get 83% off and 1 extra month free. So next time you have to connect to that Wi-Fi, add a layer of security by using Surfshark VPN, our sponsor for this episode. Now, where were we? South Lake, let's go. All right, in total it was an hour and 21 minutes. 2.38 miles. Let's check out that other boat ramp area. Well, some of the snow refuses to melt. Let's just check this out. South Lake launching facility. There's the dam, and we'll just take one last look at those gorgeous mountains. They have a small concession here, and they even rent boats. I don't know how hot it is in the valley, but up here, 63 degrees. Let's go back to Bishop. And tomorrow we'll continue exploring these mountains and these lakes and these creeks.
Riding my RV.
And back in Bishop we are. And you know what time it is? It's IPA time. Just one, because I have to work tonight. It is called Mountain Rambler Brewery. Let's hope they have a bar. And they do! This is the Edge of Reason Double IPA. That was very nice. Now, back to work. Well, good morning. A little bit of a late start here today, but you know, things had to be done. And first things first, I'm going to pass by the post office because I have some merchandise to mail. Let's go back to the mountains. It's so beautiful. Today's destination is called Lake Sabrina, although I do believe they pronounce it Sabrina locally, so we'll go with Sabrina.
Well, let's take a walk on the dam here and then we'll do the trail.
You know what would be awesome? To rent a boat and sail this lake. Maybe learn how to fish, but first, it is not something I want to do by myself. And second, this was actually not even part of my original plan, really. Not even on the radar. I would have probably driven through this area because my goal was, and still is, Yosemite National Park. You know what? I'm so glad they invited me and I decided to stop. If only for a day, because this has definitely been one of the highlights of my trip up to 395 so far.
This is very pretty down here.
Alright, let's go for a little hike.
Sabrina Basin Trailhead is part of the John Muir Wilderness,
which I saw in my air map. It's drones are not allowed, so that's why I didn't bring it.
Attention humans, you're entering black bear habitat.
Alright, let's do a trail. Up and up we go. Well, they did say the wildflowers were in bloom, and they sure are. Well, believe it or not, this is where I'm going to turn around. I'm a little tired today. Don't know why, perhaps because I overexerted myself a little yesterday. So I'm just gonna start turning back. This was a beautiful hike, as you saw. And I did, what, 3/4 of a mile on the trail. That's what the Fitbit says. Can you read it? Yeah. 0.76 in what, in 22 minutes. You know, I want to try to see another lake that is here nearby. And then I'm just gonna start getting ready to continue the journey. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, next time I'm gonna rent one of these boats. And you're gonna say, Robert, you're going too fast, slow down. And you're totally right, absolutely. But as long as I'm traveling by myself, I want to cover a lot of ground in a relatively short period of time. And as you know, this summer I want to complete the rest of the lower 48, the top part of the map. And right now the goal is to arrive at Yosemite before the weekend. See if I can grab one of those first come, first served sites. Otherwise I'll park outside and go into the park, you know, every day. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera down now because it's I was gonna say sketchy, but no, it's not. actually it's not bad at all. So as soon as we are able to travel together more long term, we'll spend a lot more time in these places. At least now I discovered it. I know it's here. I can show it to you guys. And I'll return one of these days, in a year or two. Beautiful, beautiful. Also, as a solo hiker, I don't like to do hikes that are too long or too strenuous. Well, except for Angel's Landing, and I'll probably do something in Yosemite now. But in those hikes, usually there's a lot of people around, so anything happens. But being by myself, you know, I don't want to take the risk of twisting an ankle and, you know, staying stranded out there for hours or days. So that's another thing to be aware of.
All right, we're almost there. Apparently this is Middle Fork Bishop Creek. Wow, there's someone fishing right there. It is a roaring creek.
Well, I'm going to go see North Lake real quick, and then I think our time is up here in this area. According to the map, the lake is supposed to be right there, but you can't see it. Beautiful.
One of these days I'm going to get into fishing. Oh, so many bugs and so much beauty.
Well, California definitely going up in ranking in my list of favorite states. I mean, the landscape is amazing, and the variety of landscape, the national parks, the people are nice, the Pacific Ocean. Just lower taxes and drop a few regulations so you might get yourself to #1.
Yes, it is a two-way road, believe it or not. I don't know about you, but all this mountain hiking and driving is making me hungry, and I hear there is this great burger place in town. This here is the town of Aspen Dale, elevation 8,400 feet. Actually, before we go eat, I want to check out this area east of town on the other side of the Owens River near Paleta, apparently very popular for off-roading.
Well, we're going to this place called Paleta, and this is, I saw another YouTuber. I don't know if you remember him, Finding Simon. He has a boat now.
I imagine there are some larger rocks further up because when Simon came, he did some bouldering. Yeah, that's a thing.
I think I've gone far enough. It was some boulders or something that this guy encountered and was boulder climbing. So I just wanted to see the view from up here, and it is nice.
Beautiful Owens Valley. And the mountains. Oh, the mountains. Well, that was enough overlanding for one day. Let's go back down to Bishop.
One last thing, I'm getting hungry, lunchtime, and I'm going to go to this burger place that someone actually recommended on Instagram. So,
here we are, Burger Barn. I don't really see any parking available right now, so I'm just going to do the drive-thru. It is not a conventional drive-thru, but it works. They told me to pull forward here, but I guess normally you just stop back there, get off the car, order at the window. I guess if it's really busy, they come to you. I don't know. And they have indoor seating upstairs. Here's the menu. I ordered the classic with onion rings.
ooh, they have that fan that, you know, sprinkles water. Very nice, folks. And you know, $10.25 for a burger and onion rings. I'll eat it in the RV and let you know how it is. I guess they don't have all that much, but I guess I could have parked across the street. I didn't realize that at the time. Well, it smells great. I'll let you know how it tastes in a few minutes. Wow, this looks really good. Well, bon appetit. I haven't had to use this thing in a while. Remember this? It's a wrench for the sewer. Ooh. Someone jammed that thing real good in there. All right.
Well, it's time to go. One thing I must say about Bishop before I leave: the hospitality. The people, super friendly and welcoming, and the scenery is some of the best I've seen. As I mentioned, I stayed here at the invitation of the Tourism Bureau, otherwise it would have been $35, which is not bad.
Yeah, the fairgrounds, very centrally located, close to everything.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto North Main Street.
Basically, Main Street, smack in the middle of town. So I want to thank the Tri-County Fair.
and of course Bishop Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Bureau, and I want to thank them for the invitation, of course. Very cool area that I wasn't really planning on stopping, but I'm glad I did.
Okay, to recap, using Bishop as a home base, we hiked in South Lake, Lake Sabrina, North Lake, and went up to the Puleda OHV area. From here on, the 395 takes a more northwesterly route, going up in elevation. And now we're going to do some more hiking around Convict Lake. There's one thing I forgot to visit. Well, I'm sure there are many things I forgot to visit, but one that I really wanted to see is the Railroad Museum. Next time, for sure. Approaching the Mammoth Lakes area, isn't that gorgeous? And there's Lake Crowley. Here we are, Convict Lake. Let's find parking. Hey, Mr. Deer, check it out. So, why did the deer cross the road? Well, so I could take some nice pictures, man. Yeah, beautiful creature.
Alright, let's go for a little hike. I have no idea how long it is, but we're gonna go around this lake. And Mr. Deer left. I was gonna take a picture with Mr. Deer. Oh well.
The lake, which apparently is great for trout fishing, got its name after a group of convicts who escaped from a prison in Carson City and took refuge around here, so they named it Convict Lake. Wow, look at that. It is called Sevilla Cliff, and it is made out of folded metamorphic rock. There's a beach area here, and let me tell you, I wouldn't mind jumping in that water right now. The trail around the lake, an easy 3 miles more or less in total, should be a fun final hike today.
I've been alternating walking and jogging a little bit. It's like training for Yosemite.
As I said, it is good training and much needed, considering I want to do some more hiking in the next couple of days. And you heard right. After this, we're going to Yosemite National Park.
Uh-oh, now what? We have to walk on water? Well, I decided to get wet. It's really cold, the water. I didn't see any other way to cross that thing. Mental note, I have to buy me some boots or something waterproof. Amazing, huh? Lots of bugs is the only thing that bugs me. But what can I do? Now I just need to change into a pair of dry socks and we'll be fine. Hello there, Mr. Deer. I will not be bothering you. And the backing Minitini, I am.
I was gonna fly the drone, but it turns out we are too close to the Mammoth Lakes airport. I'm telling you, there's always something.
The drone software wouldn't let it take off, so safety first, right? Alright, let's look for a boondocking spot around these parts.
There's the airport. Mammoth Lakes, here we come! There's a lot of free boondocking in this area, but it all looks pretty sketchy, it being such a mountainous area. And most of it mainly suitable for camper vans or a small RV. That's what I read in freecampsites.net anyways. And my trailer, especially with the prop ride hitch, it's pretty low clearance, so I've decided to play it safe and look for a campground. Let's try our luck here at Twin Lakes, but as you saw, it looks pretty crowded. Nope, they have nothing, as I suspected. Now, let me see how I can get out of here.
Look good. All the campgrounds are full. I'm gonna try Lake Mary, and then if Lake Mary is full, we're going for some boondocking.
Here we are, Lake Mary. This is kind of a narrow entrance. Let me ask the camp host, because you never know.
Sir? Not a thing, unfortunately. We're all full.
This would have been pretty nice, I guess.
No vacancy anywhere. I'm gonna have to improvise. I'm gonna go to this rest area, which is 15 minutes away from here.
Very touristy town here. It looks like this is going to be home for the night.
I think this is where I'm gonna call it. All the campgrounds were full, as you saw. And this is an 8-hour maximum camping rest area. I mean parking rest area. As far as rest areas go, this is one of the prettiest ones.
As I said, it is 8 hours maximum here. I'm probably gonna be like 12, so I just hope I don't get that knock on the door in the middle of the night.
pretty quiet night last night here at the rest area. We got some company. I parked in this area because I know that area is for truckers and they usually need the space more than we do. But it is like 50 degrees or less. It's kind of cold. So we're going to June Lake right about now.
Ooh, check out the moon.
Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV.
Yeah, just when you thought it couldn't possibly get any more beautiful, it does. This is June Lake right here, by the way, another pretty touristy town. We're not gonna stop. Actually, we're just killing a little bit of time here before going to Yosemite. I might return in a couple of days. Here we are, Lee Vining by Mono Lake. And here we're gonna take the Tioga Pass Road towards Yosemite. But first, let's top off the tank. This is a trip that can only be done in the summer. The Tioga Pass Road will be closed in the winter, but as I am filming this on July 18th, 2019, it is an amazing drive. On the next episode, we will spend a couple of days at Yosemite National Park. Until then, thank you so much for watching and see you on the road.